Alright guys, well, we're out this other job we just moved to. I moved to 210 here yesterday. I haven't been in the 210 in quite some time because Lee's been running it most of the time. But you'll see when we get up here, this ain't going to amount to much today. But we've got a handful of trees to pull out on this fence row. There's not much down here on this being west. There's not much down here on the west end. There's more on the east end. He's had some big trees. Damn track. Gosh. Bad as a D6. Anyway, he's had some trees fall across the fence. They just got the corn out of there. They've got some cows in there. And this particular section is fenced off, but they can't turn them into this. They can't turn them in because of some trees across the fence. And so I've got to go in and pull those trees off the fence, bust them up so he can use his grapple on his tractor to take them and pile them. The corner up here, there's quite a few trees in the corner. I'm going to clear that whole corner out. Something unique about this property is he just put in irrigation. He put in-ground irrigation in, which consists of a bunch of, I believe he said 1.5-inch diameter tape. It's kind of like a industrial size or industrial strength soaker hose that you put in your garden. A lot more refined and long term, you know. But anyway, he's got a big deep well over here, actually behind us. He's got a big deep well behind us, and there's a series of valves and everything that he can. There's a series of valves here, and I'll show you, but it's all electronically controlled, so he can turn this section on, turn this section off, all from an office. Kind of a neat deal. But we got to be careful and not get into those tape either. Some of them trees, I told him yesterday, I'm concerned they may pull that tape up. So we're going to do our best to not create an issue. But I mean, we can only do so much. But so anyway, like I said, this first section, there's not going to be much in the way of, you know, trees. So anyway, I'm going to work my way on down. I'm going to shut you off because I don't want you to listen to this noisy thing. So anyway, a couple days ago, I went through and I had to flush the final drives on this, and I also had to flush the swing drive. The dealer come out because it was getting close to the end of the warranty period. They came out and pulled oil samples, and with every excavator, or as with every excavator that I've ever known, the finals are dirty. So they needed to be flushed, and although they weren't overly bad, I mean, it looked like a rear end on a pickup or something that had been ran a while, you know. It just, but the oil still had some translucency to it. So anyway, flushed them out with diesel, and then flushed it with a 10-weight hydraulic oil. Got all that flushed out, and then put the 80/90 back in it. The swing drive was the big thing. The swing drive was nasty. The oil samples came back really bad on the swing drive, and I couldn't figure that one out. There was water in there, and so anyway, you pull off the dipstick and you look in there. The oil was relatively decent. I used oil, but I mean, it's relatively decent. You ran it a little bit, and it kind of clouded up just a little bit, but it had a high metal content in it. So anyway, I flushed it, but I had to flush it 3 times, fill it completely full with diesel fuel, spin it around, for 5 minutes, drain it, just nasty. I done that 3 times with diesel before it got relatively clear. And then I ran a 10 weight hydraulic oil through it to flush out all the diesel, and it took me 2 times with the hydraulic oil to flush that all out. And then I went back with the 80-90 weight. So anyway, we've got to resample everything in 50 hours and check and see if the swing drive is too far gone. If that's the case, then the warranty will cover it. I mean, I'll be out of deductible, I'm sure, but anyway, the warranty will cover that according to the dealer. So fingers crossed, because that swing drive is $5,000, be over $5,000 for the swing drive. And that's just the gear section, that's not the motor. So anyway, yeah, so hopefully it's not too far gone. But I think the previous owner probably, I don't know, had it in a lot of water or something, I don't know, but I don't understand how that would have gotten in there. The dipstick rubber, you know, where the dipstick goes down in, that's all tight, so I can't imagine it getting blown down in there, but there wasn't that much water. There wasn't, you know, a tremendous amount of water, so I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to quit rambling and get up here and see what we can do. Some of these are right on the stinking fence, literally, so I'm going to have to be really careful and not pull the fence up. Oh yeah, fall right into me, of course. Just snag these like this and kind of work my way. Work my way down. Trying not to pull the dang fence up. Of course. That's actually a clean out is what that is. Kind of wish she'd have went through here and cleaned these little ones like this, brought the dang pruning shears and went in here and pruned it. but it'd sure be nice to have a mini. Yeah, it would, but you'll see here in a little bit some of the other stuff that we have to do a mini couldn't handle, so it's pipeline right up here too, crosses, so undercarriage for this and my D6 to all of my faithful subscribers, because I'm sure you're getting tired of hearing the squeaking too. Of course, you realize I'm being facetious, right? I would never do that, but it sounded good, I guess. Show you this. That is one of those. That's one of those those remote controlled valve systems. The black round things, though, there's actually 3 of them there. Those are the actual electronic valves. They have a motor in there that actuates. That's an antenna and it's all tied into a Connex building up here at where the grain bins and stuff are at, and he can actually remote in to these and shut these different sections off via electronic remote, super duper NASA kind of technology. So it's really interesting, extremely expensive, but really interesting how they do this. All of these fields he actually owns across. You see that house over there? He owns behind that too. It's all irrigated with these strips, and they take, it's basically like a gigantic ripper that comes in, or if you're putting rolled pipe in, same thing. They just come down through there and rip that in, and it lays that strip, that tape as they call it, it lays it down in the ground. And I think they have a wheel that's on that device, that machine comes in and folds it back over. And yeah, quite the deal. Supposedly there's benefits with doing this versus a pivot. Apparently it has to do with a lot less evaporation. Alrighty guys, well we've made our way up to some of these bigger trees. I did break a few wires on the fence up there where a hedge tree was, kind of behind me where a hedge tree was hedge tree, which is pretty common, will have L-shaped roots that go like this and grow. So I was pushing that tree away from the fence, and that damn root popped up, broke a couple of the strands, and pulled the post up. So I had to clean that up and push the post back in the ground, and he'll have to mend a couple of wires, which he was fully aware of that, and I told him yesterday that, you know, if these trees were a straight, you know, oak or elm or ash or whatever like that, you know, it'd be a little bit different. But with these hedge trees and the nasty, massive roots that they grow, it's hard not, when they're right up against the fence, it's hard not to pop a few strands of wire. Alrighty guys, well that was kind of a cluster with a time warp. The damn wind kept blowing the GoPro over, and so anyway, I'm gonna take and just pull this back a little bit. What in the world is all this rain? Been so long since we've seen rain. Didn't even realize it was supposed to rain today. But anyway, I'm just gonna sweep this up for this a little bit. And we're gonna call this project done. So there's one of those clean out deals. Yeah, this needs to be bladed, but he said not to worry about it, because he'll probably, once he picks his beans, he'll probably burn that pile, and then he'll probably come in here and disc this and level this up. If he decides to put cows in here, he's gonna have to do some fence building, that's for sure. So anyway, but he owns that field, this field, but I'm not sure about that. I don't think he owns that one. I don't think. So anyway, well, I'm gonna sweep this up real quick, and then I'm gonna get back, head back to the truck and call it a day. So anyway, guys, I appreciate you as always. The last video that I put on about the duck pond, that's doing really well, and I sure appreciate that. It was definitely kind of a unique project for sure. So anyway, don't forget to follow me on Instagram, and that's at DirtDaddy953. And again, like and subscribe and leave comments. That really helps me out. Again, I've got shirts available. I've had a couple of bites, but that's been about it. So I mean, if anybody be interested in the shirt, I'll try to get some pictures posted of that. So anybody interested, just let me know. And you know, I'm not looking to get rich, I'm just trying to help the channel out. And you know, that way I can have better equipment and be able to provide a better channel for you guys. So anyway guys, I'm gonna get out of here, and again, as always, I appreciate you.